nursing, care, wameenda Ujerumani. Yeah. They did a bit of German language. Wakona basic, they can borrow water, they can speak, they can say Guten Morgen, kidogo. Alafu, wakasafiri wakaenda. Yeah. Those are recognized. But if you put yourself in a cocoon of a college you don't know, that is not accredited, that's where you'll get problems. Because they will issue you with their own certificates. But if an institution, ikona TVET courses, it's recognized by TVETA, and they are doing TVET CDAC, you're good to go. Because the Kenya National Qualification Framework is very clear. Unaanzia wapi, unaendelea wapi, na unaweza songa mpaka PhD uitwe daktari kama mimi. Yes.
Amazing. How important is collaboration between universities, TVET institutions, and the industry in shaping national skills and priorities?
Okay. Very, very important. Partnerships are the way to go. You know, we always say, you as an institution unaweza kuwa na kitu sina, unaweza kuwa na laboratory hauna. Like what I was talking about Bandari, wao wakona, they require a lot of like ships for these students, decks and all these things, which might not be there. But what do? If an institution, for example, like TUM, Technical University of Mombasa wakonayo, why can't you do partnership? And we have encouraged this, including where we are in Nairobi. Kama kuna one TVET institution ikona laboratory yenye amuna mechanical engineering or electrical, you can ferry the students there and they learn. So the importance of partnership with the industry, with the government, it is very, very important because they are the ones who give us feedback on the curriculum. For example, natuambia saa hii tumetoka IT atufanye hii, tunafanya hii. So you need to update your curriculum for the same. Number 2, mentorship. We know all the students who go through training, lazima one time wataenda kwa industry, industry attachment. So there's a lot of mentorship that goes on during those 3 to 6 months when the students are in the industry. Because you see, we are teaching them discipline. Kazini unafika saa ngapi? Hapa si kulala, sio darasa umeenda. So you have to be there on time. Number 2, dressing code. Watu wengine waangalia hii wanaona kama ni kitu kidogo. Once there is when I was here in Mombasa, there is a student who went for attachment. Anaeka earphones, anaenda na rugged jeans. So tukaenda kumuona, tukamuuliza, is this how you work? You have to get the earphones. So you're taught about etiquette, office etiquette. Mtu ana behave vipi akiwa pale kwa ofisi, which is very important. Number 3, they also learn how to interact with other team players. And we encourage, especially for TVET, when they are going for industrial attachment, they do areas of competence. So utaka department moja. So today you might be very comfortable here. Next upatane na watu wengine uelewani. So teamwork, we are nurturing their skills, interpersonal. So this is very critical because the student has a feel. And this is what helps them to know, do I really want to become a banker? Do I really want to do this course? Do I need to progress my career up? Because you've seen what is there in the industry. For example, now I'm wearing these earphones. I'm wondering, is this what you do for the next 4 hours? You see, for us, we want to move around. So that's your job. Now somebody sits and says, is this what I want to do for the next career or my rest of my life? So that is very, very important for mentorship, but also getting views from the industry. How are our graduates doing? Is there something we can improve? Is there something we can change on the curriculum? Let me mention, for example, once upon a time in the university, we had a curriculum development studies, a unit where Harambee spirit was being taught. You can imagine nowadays that's no longer there. So we have to keep pace with the changes that are there so that we teach what is relevant. Yes.
And just that line of changes, let me just take you back a little bit. You are the founding director of TVET, the JKUAT TVET Institute. And of course, whenever you come up with a new idea, there are a lot of challenges. A lot of people will be so stiff to to accept these new ideas in terms of regulation, a culture, and maybe a finding. So what are some of the biggest hurdles that you faced when you're trying to bring this idea up and maybe get acceptance by the traditional academic stakeholders?
Yes, it's quite interesting because, you know, when I was in Mombasa, everything was set up. And the courses were there. You just going to admit students and you ensure everything teaching is going on, watu wanafunzwa na kila kitu inaendelea vizuri. But let me say, when I went and I was posted now in Karen, JKUAT, it's not easy. Because I started from scratch. Ni kama kuanzia biashara. Muambiwe mtoke hapa, tunataka mwende Malindi, muanzishe show yenu pale. Sio rahisi. Because you need to market, you need to set foundations, you need to put the policies in place. So it was not very easy. First of all, even going to, because we went to JKUAT Karen, that's where we have the law school, other academic programs. So people felt, of course, the space, they welcomed us, but they felt, how our TVET students wamekuwa wengi sana, wanakuja kuchukua space yetu. So on a light note, yes. So it was not quite easy because, first of all, I was not in the TVET space myself before. So I started by learning. What is this TVET? Number two, we were now to deal with diplomas and certificate students. These are young people who have left school. Parents, some of them send them, go to school, hawajafika. Alafu unajua university na mambo ya college, hakuna kengele, hakuna kuchapa. So it's about instilling self-discipline in you. So it was not quite easy, I might say. We just had to do a lot of talking to the students. Sometimes wengine wakuji class, mzazi ananiambia mtoto alitoka, amefika, ayuko. Unaelewa? So, but you see with mature students at PhD, you know why you're doing your doctorate. Nobody is pushing you to be in class. In fact, you're the ones who wait for mwalimu online. Mshafika. So one of the biggest challenge, or one of the issues, especially setting up, was I was from a world where we're dealing with PhDs and masters and degrees. Now I'm moving into a new world of TVET, and there was also a change, a policy directive change. We all moved to TVET CDAC, ambayo tuko tunaelewa. As we speak now, May, they started modular. Is something else. So there's been a lot of transition in the TVET space. You have to keep brace with what was going on so that you ensure you are teaching. Curriculums have been changing. As we speak now, we are moving into green curriculum. So we are being encouraged to ensure that we adapt to the new curriculums. So you have to be quite attentive to what is going on, so that you understand, but also you must be willing to learn as we speak. Now, what I did is I got tutors who are well trained from Kenya School of TVET, who are pedagogical, ni walimu wanaelewa. Hawa wamenisaidia. Number two, they are young, vibrant tutors. Hawa wamechangamka na wanafunzi wangu. So it has also eased my work, and it has helped me. At the end of the day, I'm able to tap into them. You know, like I always say, as a leader, you need to learn from other people. If you're not good at something, admit it and learn from them. Now I'm seen like I'm the guru or expert in TVET, but ni kwa sababu nimelearn kutoka kwa hao wengine. So those are some of the challenges that we faced when we started. But so far, so good. We have had so many institutions coming to benchmark. So many coming to benchmark. As per yesterday, somebody was asking me, do you have media? We want to come to your place and benchmark. Unfortunately, I don't have. So much courses that people want us to start. As you know, JKUAT is a good name. It's a brand. So technology, engineering, people are asking for courses in all these levels. We can't do everything. We have to remain for the other industries and other sectors on the same. But it has really been a good journey. I'm one person who loves challenges. So I think in Mombasa, I'd stayed for so long and I felt like, I'm complacent, but now with the new challenge, I think it's putting me on toes. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you very much. I know a listener is listening this morning and they are really getting something about this.
Thank you.
And the future of skills, and it is really amazing. So just to maybe, I think I'm taking you back a little bit. From your perspective, what policy shifts are needed to so as to make Kenya's TVET ecosystem more agile and future ready?
Okay. I must admit the PS has really done a good job since she stepped into TVET space. The perception that was there about TVET before, nobody wanted to go to a TVET institution. Mnajua wakati wenu. Mtu angeambiwa uende diploma, mimi staki. Watu mtaani watasema vipi. But you know, currently, the change in what is happening in the policy shift that you have talked about, that is there in TVET, has helped even the young people embrace TVET. I must admit that. And let me say something. You know, when TVET came on, when we heard about TVET before, tulikuwa tunajua zile za mtaani. Hata hazina skills, hata watujua watoto mkimaliza mnaenda wapi. Right now, the career path is very clear. According to the Kenya National Qualification Framework, nikianzia artisan, niende whatever certificate, diploma, I know I'll join the degree program.
Yeah.
Kuna wanafunzi nilianza na wao 3 years ago, they have finished their certificate, they are joining diplomas. Others are finishing diploma, wanaingia degree.
Yeah.
So it is very clear. So the policy shift has been very clear progression career path. Number 2, the linkage between the industry and what we are teaching. Perfect. So the graduates finish, kazi ziko.
Yeah.
Unajua afadhali upate kazi kuliko ufanye miaka 5 miaka 7 na utapata kazi. So most of them have already starting seeing the reaping the effect. Na mmekuwa mkiona recruitment going all over, mechanics, plumbers going out in Qatar, in Germany and so on. These are motivation to show that the curriculum we are training people, it's impactful. Yeah. So there has been also a bit of shift in the curriculum. Like I'm saying now we are doing modular. Sisi wote tunaanza pamoja.
Yeah.
If you are doing diploma, there are some basics you need to learn on certificate level. We are all progressing together as we move. Yeah.
Beautiful. And you know, Andy, listening to Daktari speak, it's so inspiring and so educative. And I wish you really had the privilege that I had over the weekend to attend the alumni dinner, because when you listen to her journey and maybe achievements that she's, maybe the impacts that she's brought in the country, maybe in the education sector, is just beautiful. And one of the things that somebody mentioned that really touched my heart is taking back to the Corona period, when she mentioned that you spearheaded the activity to ensure that workers got rent and food, because unajua your time like everything was just a mess. It really caught people off guard and nobody was prepared for that. And that was so beautiful. And also just some of the many achievements that if I could just mention is your advocacy for gender equity in education, especially pushing for inclusion of young women in technical fields and leadership pipeline in TVET institutions. And one thing that I have to mention and congratulate you on is your recognition on the 40 under 40 in the country.
Top 40 under 40,
top 40 under 40. So
yes.
how was this recognition? How has this impacted your legacy?
Okay. Yeah, so yes, I want to appreciate JKUAT Mombasa campus for the alumni dinner. This is the second time they are doing it. And it is always full. And these are just students that graduated from JKUAT Mombasa. Of course, some students I interacted with, I taught, I mentored. I was happy to sit in the panel with MD Kenya Ports Authority, Captain Ruto, and Sylvester Kututa, and the regional manager and Mbank. So these are people we sat with, and some of them we interacted with them in class, and others I interacted with them when I was the director at JKUAT Mombasa. So I want to appreciate JKUAT Mombasa for that organization. Of course, when that question was popped, I even forgot on COVID-19 when they asked. But let me say something, and I will repeat what I said on Saturday. True leadership is tested not in the moments of abundance, but in how we protect the vulnerable in times of scarcity. Unajua kuwa na shida, ndio unajua marafiki zako ni nani. So for me, I was the director. COVID has come. Casuals are not supposed to be paid if you're not working. What was I supposed to do? So I don't know how my people remembered that, but we sat together and we said we have to contribute something. These guys need to eat. You remember COVID, hata watu wako wanatoka nje. So wangekuja kazi. Sisi tulikuwa tunapata mshahara, but wow. And these are our brothers. And so leadership is not tested when you have a lot or abundance, when there are problems. That is when you can tell who is a true leader. I'm happy I impacted that. After the alumni dinner, a student approached me. Akaniambia, daktari, sijawahi mtu hii. Na nitaomba nikuambie. Akakuja kwangu akaniambia, there's a day I came to your office. We are going to do an exam. And I took a step of faith. Nikasema mimi nitaingia kwa director, sijawahi ingia. Akaniletea barua help. Wakisema wame disburse 35,000 to his account. Pesa iko imeingia. Akaniambia, daktari, I'm supposed to go sit for exam. And this is my last semester. Nikikosa hii nita miss graduation. And that means I go to next year. And you know what you did? You told me it's okay, approved, as we wait for the money. I want to appreciate you. Those are many years ago. I can't even remember. He graduated, he's now working. But you see, such stories give me hope. This is what helps me at the end of the day to see that I impacted people. In fact, I hope nilikusaidia kwanza. So what we're basically saying, the awards, the recognition, I'm happy for Top 40 under 40. People noticed what I was doing. Kuna kitu nilifanya Mombasa. Najua like during COVID tulifanya COVID-19 challenge. Ilitusaidia. So to me these awards, this recognition, it's an affirmation that service, when you serve people, when you're resilient, when you're committed, you get noticed. So let's not give up. Let's not tire to do the right thing. Remember, I even said, where if you are a street sweeper, ensure you sweep that even the heavens know that you did the best job. Whatever you do, let's do it. One of the things I do is with passion. Mimi nafunza with a lot of passion. So at the end of the day, I would encourage, hata nyinyi mko hapa kwa radio, do it with all your, you never know who's watching. You never know. Another institution. Of course, Gilbert asisikia hivi. You can be pushed. You can be pushed. When you do good, people want to associate with people who are doing well. But let's do it with passion and also to feel good about what you do, because I'm happy. Like, when that student came, I felt really happy. I supported and nikamsaidia. Thank you.
Right. And just to remaining on your story, because you have a very amazing story, and I know there's a young woman listening to you this morning, and anasikia to your journey, and I feel very encouraged. And in that line, I would like to ask you this question: if you were to go back in time and look at your younger self, what is that message you would tell them? What would you tell your younger self?
Okay. I think the most important thing I would tell a girl listening to me today, I didn't know that I would be where I am today. I'm a village girl. I'm just about to write a book by there. I want by the time I get the associate prof, nikuwe na kitabu. Tutakuja hapa kwa hii radio to launch na tuongea about it. Yes. So the younger, I want to tell that girl listening to me, don't give up. Sometimes we look at where we come from. I'm from a village in Embu. Nobody would ever think I would even join a university. Hakuna mtu yete wetu ameingia university. I think I'm the only person who started and working in the university. So I want to encourage that young girl who is maybe somewhere in Kaloleni or somewhere or even Topanga where we are, and looking at herself and wondering, can I become a director somewhere in Nairobi? It is possible. That's the first thing. I want to give them hope. Number 2, education equalizes everything. It opens once you have papers. Tuseme sasa nataka kusaidia mtu, niuliza nataka mtu akona mechanical engineering degree. Kama una hiyo uko out. Education is very, very important. Number 3, networking. This thing, people underestimate the power of networking. Leo nimewajua. If I want to come and do a radio interview in Mombasa, I'll just make a call to you guys and I come here or recommend somebody to come. I always say there is somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows the person you want. Makes it very easy. You can be having a big issue at the port, for example, and you just need to make 1-2 calls and you get through it. Number 4, God. Let's remember God. God is able to move you from nobody to somebody. Get titles that you didn't expect. If I was asked when I was that small girl walking to school those days, that I would sit in a radio station today talking to people, I would say it's not possible. It's not possible. So God is able. So let's pray and ask God to guide us and give us His will. That is the most open now. Those are the 4 advices I'll give.
Beautiful. And Daktari, maybe let me just inform you that the young girl that you're speaking to is seated right next to you.
Wow.
Yes, because I just completed my bachelor's degree at the Technical University of Mombasa.
Wow.
And just waiting for graduation.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And there's certain times that we could have conversations about maybe going beyond. I already have the degree. Nikisha degree. What do I need? What else do I need? But then after interacting with people who have so many titles to their names, when you start talking about Daktari here, you take a whole 10 minutes to just introduce us as but now mimi mtu ataingia pale aseme to Kish Beryl. So I really got inspired from the conversation that we had that evening. And something that I really learned, and you just repeated it right now, is that have as many skills as you can. Go for that. Go for those levels. Go for those certificates.
Correct.
And that is something that really inspired me.
And I will tell you, especially you're a girl, at least for him is a man. As a girl, try to study early. I got my doctorate by 30. By 30 I had my PhD. So do it early, because you see, we are mothers. Mothers do a lot, you know. You utataka kuwa na familia, and then sometimes you want to go back to school. It's not possible. So if you can, do. I did my master's very early and my doctorate very early, and that has propelled me to my career. So don't be content with a degree, because I will tell you, especially in Kenya, if you ask everybody, they have a degree. So if we are recruiting today, let's say we are sitting in a boardroom, tunatafuta kuhire a manager, and not even a manager, let's say tunataka mtu kwa position. Nyinyi wote mko na degree. People ask themselves, what is it that has an added advantage of this person? Ni nini yako nayo? Professional qualification, maybe yako na CPA, maybe yako na language, kuna kitu tofauti. Nyinyi wote mko pamoja. So if you have a master's, tick. Wewe ndio utachukuliwa. So I want to encourage you, please, and those listening to me, education is good.
Right.
You don't have to go to the PhD level like myself. If you want to work at the university or academia, go to the PhD, because now that will push you even to get to professor. But at least have a degree, and if you can, have a master's, and then package yourself with professional papers. You'll be quite marketable, locally and globally.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have a few minutes to the top of the hour, and of course, we cannot let you go without giving you quick fire.
Oh my!
We do have quick fire for you. Yeah, and I want to start that quick fire. So, Daktari, one word that describes your leadership style.
Oh my God, passionate.
Passionate.
Yes.
And number 2, my quick fire question is, what inspired your passion for education and skills development?
My parents. My parents are teachers, so that is what propelled me.
Number 3.
Yes.
TVET or university, which builds the future faster?
TVET.
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 And you just got appointed earlier last for your...
Keep brace with it.
Right.
Yes.
And the next one, you know, here in Blue Radio, we are all about blue economy.
Yes.
So what does the term blue economy mean to you in simple terms?
Okay, blue means we are looking at the ocean and whatever is inside the ocean. You know, people look at it and they see only fish.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Second question. Who is your